صل على محمد وعلي محمد. Salamun alaikum, Ya Ali Madad. As we know, we have started a new series of lecture about the importance of Ramazan, where we discuss about some very important, credible, knowledgeable topics for our young youth and for all Azadar all around the world. Which started on the 1st of Ramazan and will go on until the 30th. We've talked about some very important subjects. As we know, in my last lecture, we talked about a very important subject, very knowledgeable for our young youth and Azadar, and all my lectures since from the 1st of Ramazan are available on YouTube. Tonight, once again, we will discuss about a very important subject, very knowledgeable. Tonight, we will discuss about Imam Hassan. As we know, tonight is the Wiladat of Imam Hassan. I'm aware in some places it might be the Shabi Wiladat. Some places it might be the Wiladat. So tonight, we will discuss about Imam Hassan. We will discuss about who Imam Hassan is, his virtues, some important aspects of his life, etc. So Imam Hassan, also known as Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba, is the second Imam of the Shia. Imam Hassan, as we know, was born on the 14th of Ramazan. He is the first child of Imam Ali and Lady Fatima, and he was the first grandson of Rasulullah. It is said that Rasulullah loved Imam Hassan very much, and of course Imam Hassan loved Rasulullah very much. The first 7 years of Imam Hassan were actually during the lifetime of the Prophet, which means Imam Hassan was present in the important things that took place during these 7 years, such as the event of Mubahila. As we know, the event of Mubahila was when the Prophet and the Christians from Najran had Mubahila together. Shias and Sunnis, we contain many hadiths and we contain many information and many proofs that Imam Hassan was part of the people of the cloak. As we know, people of the cloak, which comes from Hadith Kisa Ayat Tatir, we've had a whole lecture about it. For those interested, you can go and watch it. But Imam Hassan was part of the people of the cloak, the Panch Panjitan, the 5 Panjitan that were part of the people of the cloak, when the verses of Ayat Tatir were revealed. He gave all his wealth to charity twice, and because he was so generous and he would always donate, he was called the generous one of the family of the Prophet. Imam Hassan also went to Hajj 25 times barefoot. Imam Hassan, as we know, was born on the 15th of Ramazan, 3rd after Hijrah, in the city of Medina. The word Hassan in Arabic means good or beautiful, and this name was actually chosen by Rasulullah, and no one had the name Hassan before it was given to our second Imam, Imam Hassan. It is reported that Imam Hassan, he would attend all the lectures of Rasulullah, and after attending all these lectures, he would go home and tell his mother Bibi Fatima everything that Rasulullah had said. Imam Hassan, he was married to Bibi Farwa, and as we know, Bibi Farwa, she was present in the tragedy of Karbala. Her and the other women were taken as captive from Karbala to Sham and to Kufa, as we know the entire story. Imam Hassan and Bibi Farwa, they had very, very important sons, such as they had two very important and famous sons, as we know, Hazrat Qasim and Hazrat Abdullah. They also had a very famous daughter named Fatima binti Hassan. Hazrat Abdullah and Qasim, as we know, both of them were murdered in the battle of Karbala. Imam Hassan, he was present in the 4-year khilafat of his father. He was always beside his father in all situations. It is reported that when people, they pledged their allegiance to Imam Ali, Imam Hassan went on the mimbar and he delivered a speech. Also, after the passing of Rasulullah, when Abu Bakr declared his false khilafat, his false prophet, his false khilafat, it is Imam Hassan and his brother Imam Hussein and their companions and their siblings that would go and they would knock on the doors of the companions and they would ask them to come and support the Khilafat of Imam Ali, and they would guide them to the Khilafat of Imam Ali. As we know, Imam Hassan was murdered on the 28th of Safar 50 after Hijrah, the same day as Rasulullah. He was poisoned by Jawda bint Ashas, and Imam Hassan requested his brother to be buried next to his grandfather, Rasulullah. But as we know that Imam Hassan's burial was not very simple. Arrows were shot at his coffin. His janaza, Aisha, ordered arrows to be shot at his coffin, and she did not allow Imam Hassan to be buried next to Rasulullah. When inshallah, when the shahadats will come, we have a full lecture dedicated to this. Imam Hassan, as we know, is a very important personality for us Shia Muslims, a role model who played a very eminent role in the expansion of Islam, who always stood by the side of his grandfather Rasulullah and Imam Ali, who called the people to come and support the Khilafat of Imam Ali and always denied the false Khilafat of Abu Bakr. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.